Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change... coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington football team. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Washington ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rivers. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a give right side. Gibson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On play action, Rivers. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on second down. Rivers looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll go over to Noah, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Swift, the ball
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
It's
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll run here with Swift. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 6-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 56 yards on the ground. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Out of the gun, McDonald to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, Swift. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Washington 0. Matt Prater
after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Touchdown, Detroit! Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded in the end zone. Breaks a tackle. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Rivers. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one.
And rolling right out of bounds. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Nothing.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Collins made the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's McDonald to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's McDonald. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
At the 32-yard line.
They go play action with McDonald. From across his body, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Aikman, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a give, right side. Gibson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Rivers. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
18 yards. First down, Washington.
Rivers to throw it. He's got this one completed to Mills. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Gibson, ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
To throw on 3rd down. McDonald. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
On 3rd down. It's Gibson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got Njoku over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Rivers on 1st down. It's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson as the first half is winding down. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. For him as they get him behind the line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
Play action. It's McDonald. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Taken down back at the 42.
From the gun, Rivers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the...
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third down is Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rivers on the money, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Denzel Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting a part of this game? Head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down, Muhammad. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McDonald. This into the hands of Marvin Hall. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Throwing is McDonald. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, McDonald. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Running is Swift. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. McDonald. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 21 apiece.
couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Gibson, ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Will Harris. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards, the pickup there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run. This is Scarborough. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the bootleg. McDonald. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That catch good for only a couple.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
At the 20-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Rivers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And we'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Rivers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Today's final score, Lions 31.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Detroit, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.